Hi, it's Michelle Einstein, Songbird Song. The last video I made was called, which was part one, was called Eve and Joshgroban, DavidGarrett, and Sir Paul McCartney, B.Y. Beyond Sky Gods, and Massey Earl. I posted it to YouTube and Twitter. Okay? This is Michelle Einstein Songbird Song, writing contribution to the writing group of Sheila Manton Arts at St. Francis of Assisi Residence 3. Below are printed suggestions. Let's see, group says what? It says G for girl, G for gods, goddess, girl goddess, mother, present, you, no, mother order, you present, essential. ESS, essential. I'll read it again. Girl, goddess, mother order, you present, essential. Okay, this is the order of the mother. She's the mother. Mother Eve and Venus, the goddess of love. Okay, now let's read what Sheila suggested one write about. Write a love poem to yourself as if someone you loved was writing it to you. Remember, poetry is descriptive, textural, and flowery. Describe your favorite things about yourself that others may not notice. Brag a little about yourself. Acknowledge yourself all the ways you've grown from past relationships. How has it strengthened the relationship you have with yourself? Acknowledge your strengths, accomplishments, and best qualities. Okay, so I read her work on this video, and these are the comments. So you can listen to this video and get the writing. And these are the comments about the writing that she wrote. Comments about Michelle Einstein's work. Michael Raker, who is Carlos Castaneda, said, "Your writing is professional. You can tell you write a lot." Milton Harris said, "You create scenes." Sheila said, "You show associations, and you come back to the point, your love for yourself or someone else's love for you," which is what she writes about her mirror, DavidGarrett, herself, and me is Joshgroban, and her guardian angel is Sir Paul McCartney. You include, Sheila said to Michelle, you include descriptions, which is what she asked for. Michelle said, "I am giving you my train of thought," looking at Milton. Okay. Comment on others' writing. about Michelle. I said to Milton, you spoke of bold colors, walking naked down the street. You are saying you like your brown body. Do you like your body? Yes, said Milton. Girls look at you, you wrote. And then Michelle says, you are sexy. Milton. Milton was the king whose wife cheated on him. Then he took to marrying a queen, then killing her after having sex with her. Then he met and married Scheherazade. She told him a story. It was so interesting. He let her live another night until he heard the rest of the story. Paul Harvey used to end his radio broadcast saying, and that's the rest of the story. After 1001 nights of Arabian Tales, the king let his wife stop telling tales and let her live as he had fallen helplessly in love with her. Milton goes to Michelle's room. She tells him stories and plays him music, CDs on video, on YouTube, on her phone. He stopped trying to get her to have more sex with him. He said, you inspire me. She loves him like a father. Napoleon Hill said of the rich man, because Milton told her she has a rich life, looking around the room at all the photos. So Napoleon Hill, in his book Think and Grow Rich, said of the rich man who he interviewed, most of them only made their fortune because of some woman's love. Okay. Home. Twitter. She left the site and went to Twitter, her Twitter account. Joel Osteen Moses, her father, tweeted, God, who knows where God is taking you? These are desires. There are desires He's going to put in your heart that are going to boggle your mind. The beauty is you won't be talked out of it. He'll make it strong enough to override the doubt, the naysayers, the fear. And that's what's happened. Her desire for her true loves, DavidGarrett, Joshgroban, and Sir PaulMcCartney, has overridden any doubts that she has that they are communicating with her telepathically over the air in their songs and in her head, which is called clairvoyance. When you hear voices in your head It's called clairaudience. She is clairvoyant. My mouth keeps wanting to say clairvoyance. She's a clairvoyant. There's no question about it. And an empath. An empath feels the feelings of others as their own, and she feels them, but she knows with talk and share therapy or talk and share technique how to differentiate from herself feeling and others. So she doesn't have the problem of walking around with feelings. She don't know who they belong to anymore. That used to be the case. Alright, so that's the end of our report on St. Francis of Assisi writing group today, September 20th, 2022. Michelle Einstein signing off for now.